Here's the big news shaking up crypto. The US just introduced the Bitcoin for America Act. This bill, proposed by Reps. Warren Davidson, could let Americans pay federal taxes with Bitcoin, without triggering capital gains tax. The government would hold the Bitcoin it collects, creating a US strategic Bitcoin reserve. Why does this matter for Pi? When the world's biggest economy legitimizes crypto, confidence skyrockets. Such a move could trigger a bull run, lifting all cryptocurrencies, including Pi. Pi Network is nearing its open mainnet launch, when it'll finally be tradable on exchanges. If Pi's launch coincides with this bill passing, the timing could be explosive. New money and excitement would flood into crypto, and Pi, with its huge user base, could capture massive attention. This isn't just another update, it's a potential game changer for Pi's future. The crypto market moves fast when governments get involved. If the US starts stacking Bitcoin, other countries might follow. That rising tide could lift Pi and other promising projects. For pioneers, this is the kind of external boost they've been waiting for. The next few months could define Pi's trajectory. If the stars align, Pi could launch into a perfect storm of crypto enthusiasm. Timing is everything in crypto, and Pi's timing might be just right. Watch for the open mainnet date and the bill's progress. The future of Pi could hinge on these two events. Let's talk Pi's price roller coaster in 2025. Officially, Pi isn't on major exchanges, but some list Pi IOUs, promises for real coins later. Early 2025 saw a price spike to 1.65 on IOUs, fueled by rumors of a big exchange listing. When the listing didn't happen, prices crashed, dropping to just 0.15 by October. That's a huge drop, showing how volatile and risky pre-launch crypto can be. But after hitting rock bottom, Pi's IOU price started recovering, up over 60% since October, now hovering between $0 or on now and $0.26. This rebound signals that some still believe in Pi's long-term potential. The price is highly sensitive to news and rumors. Good news sends it up, bad news drags it down. Despite the crash, a strong community of pioneers keeps holding and even buying more. This resilience is a good sign for Pi's future. The 2025 price swings preview what might happen when Pi launches for real. Expect volatility, but also a dedicated base, ready to weather the storm. The lesson? Crypto is risky, but strong communities can help projects survive. Pi's journey so far shows both the dangers and the promise of early-stage crypto. The real test comes with the open mainnet. If Pi delivers, the price could soar. If not, it could fade fast. For now, the community's belief is keeping hope alive. Watch the news. Every update could move the price. The next chapter starts with the open mainnet. What's next for Pi's price? Predictions for late 2025 and early 2026 are all over the map. In a bullish scenario, analysts see Pi's IOU price climbing to 0.45, 0.47 by year's end if it breaks key resistance. For 2026, some predict a range of 0.85 to 3.50, with targets at 0.81, then 1.65 in the first half. If the open mainnet launch is a hit, $2 to $3 by year's end isn't out of the question. On the flip side, if Pi stumbles or faces delays, the price could fall below 0.15, a bad sign. These are just IOU prices. The real action starts when Pi hits major exchanges. Some optimists think a successful launch could push Pi to $5.50 or even higher. Everything depends on the core team delivering a working product and getting listed. The next few months are critical. Success or failure will set the tone for 2026. Stay tuned for the open mainnet and exchange listings. Let's dig deeper into the Bitcoin for America Act and why it matters for Pi. The bill would let people pay taxes with Bitcoin, making crypto a normal part of the financial system. The government wouldn't just sell the Bitcoin, it would hold it, creating a strategic reserve like gold. This move signals to the world that Bitcoin is a valuable, long-term asset. If other countries follow, demand for crypto could skyrocket. For Pi, this is huge. When Bitcoin gets a boost, the whole crypto market benefits. New investors drawn in by Bitcoin will look for the next big thing. Pi could be it. More capital in the market means a better shot at a high valuation for Pi at launch. Think of it like a soda market. If Coke becomes the official drink, all sodas get more attention. The act could create perfect conditions for Pi's launch in 2026. It's about legitimacy, excitement, and a bigger market for all crypto. If Pi launches as this law passes, it could ride a wave of new interest. Timing and market sentiment could make all the difference. Pi's best chance is to launch into a bullish, crypto-friendly environment. In the Pi community, you'll hear about GCV, Global Consensus Value. GCV is a price set by the community, not the market. Some pioneers say one Pi should be worth $314,150, inspired by the number Pi. It's a bold idea. Create value through community agreement, not just supply and demand. Inside the enclosed mainnet, some use GCV to trade goods, like selling a mug for a tiny fraction of a Pi. GCV is more a symbol of hope than a real market price. When Pi hits exchanges, the price will be set by buyers and sellers, likely much lower than GCV. Still, GCV plays a key psychological role. It unites the community and encourages people to hold their coins. A strong, optimistic community can help stabilize price at launch. GCV isn't a real price, but it's a powerful motivator. It keeps pioneers focused on the long-term vision. The real test will be when Pi is openly traded. Until then, GCV is about belief and community strength. Can Pi Network make you rich? Maybe, and that's why millions are mining. Pi's model gives ordinary people a shot at crypto wealth, no matter their background. If you've mined 1,000 Pi and it hits $1, that's $1,000, not life-changing but nice. If Pi hits $10, or Chrome. So stand by $1,000 dollars. At 22, that's $22,000. Some pioneers have 10,000 Pi or more. At 22, that's $220,000. For many, that's life-changing money, a house, a business, or early retirement. The dream is real but not guaranteed. Pi's value depends on a successful launch, exchange listings, and real-world use. You're investing time, not money, so the risk is low, but the potential reward is huge. Millions are holding on, hoping their daily taps pay off. If Pi succeeds, early pioneers could see incredible rewards, but remember, it's a big if. The next year will reveal if Pi is a lottery ticket or just a dream. Let's talk risks, because Pi's future isn't guaranteed. The biggest hurdle is the open mainnet launch. Delays or technical issues could kill momentum fast. Regulation is another threat. Governments are still figuring out crypto rules, and Pi's global reach makes it a target. A crackdown in a major country could be disastrous. Competition is fierce. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and newer blockchains are all fighting for attention. Pi's edge is its huge user base, but it needs real apps and services to keep people interested. Without utility, people won't hold or use Pi. Getting listed on top exchanges is crucial for liquidity and legitimacy. Exchanges have strict requirements: tech, community, legal status. If Pi can't get listed, price growth will be tough. These challenges are real, and overcoming them is key to Pi's success. The next year will test the project's strength. If Pi delivers, it could thrive. If not, it could fade into crypto history. The stakes are high, and the clock is ticking. So, is 2026 the year Pi breaks out? All signs point to yes. If everything lines up, the project is mature, and the open mainnet launch is closer than ever. The Bitcoin for America Act could create a perfect storm of crypto enthusiasm. Launching into a bullish market gives Pi its best shot at a high valuation. Price predictions show real growth potential: $1, $2, even $3 or more. For pioneers, this could be the payoff for years of patience. Risks remain: launch delays, regulations, and exchange hurdles. But for a project you join with just a few seconds a day, the upside is massive. Watch for the open mainnet date and the bill's progress. If both hit, 2026 could be the year Pi changes lives.